Biden was in such bad shape, his handlers wanted to put him in a wheelchair. Joe Biden's physical deterioration was so severe in 23 and 24 that advisors privately discussed the possibility he'd need to use a wheelchair if he won re-election. One more fall, and Joe would have been asleep at the wheels.
So the White House physician, Dr. Kevin O'Connor, was telling White House aides that President Biden's deterioration of his spine, the degeneration, was so significant that if he fell one more time, that he might have to be in a wheelchair and serve in a wheelchair for his second term. But everybody pushed off the notion that he use a wheelchair until after the election.
Joe's spine wasn't just giving out. His memory was, too. During his debate prep, all he was doing was napping and asking for cough drops. And he couldn't remember the name of his national security advisor, Jake Sullivan. He kept calling him Steve. And at that famous fundraiser where Barack had to push Joe off the stage, Biden didn't even recognize George Clooney. That's when Clooney knew he was shot. But the cover-up was deep, even though everybody was in on it. Tapper was like, I was duped. It's the White House's fault.
The bottom line is the White House was lying, not only to the press, not only to the public, but they were lying to members of their own cabinet. They were lying to White House staffers. They were lying to Democratic members of Congress, to donors about how bad things had gotten. And then after the election, we found out all of these things that when you looked at what was going on with President Biden at the time, it probably doesn't surprise you the extent to which he was deteriorating. But now we have anecdotes and facts about what was really going on behind the scenes with details that Democrats wouldn't share with us until after Election Day.